Good afternoon, my dear students. Today I will discuss with you all forms of public sector enterprises. There are three forms of public sector enterprises. First is departmental undertaking, second statutory corporation or public corporation, third is government company. So today I will discuss with you all first form, that is departmental undertaking. Students, departmental undertakings are most traditional and oldest form of public sector enterprises. Departmental undertakings are such enterprises where government works through departmental undertaking, and all the activities which are performed by departmental undertaking are integral part of the functioning of the government. I want to say that through departmental undertakings, government perform the activities. Government is doing work through departmental undertaking, and all the activities which are performed by departmental undertakings are very important part of the functioning of the government. Some examples of departmental undertaking are Indian Railways as well as Post and Telegraph Department of Government is also the example of departmental undertaking. Now students, I will discuss with you all such circumstances under which departmental undertakings are suitable, as well as a few examples of departmental undertakings. So, see the suitability and examples. First is where complete control of government is necessary. Such areas where complete control of government is required, their departmental undertaking is suitable, like telecommunication, broadcasting and public utilities services. Second, where utmost secrecy play a vital role, where complete secrecy is required. Example, atomic energy project and defense activities. There, departmental undertakings are suitable. Where heavy investment is involved, where large amount of money is to be invested, like iron and steel company, shipbuilding, such type of activities. And where undertaking is to be used as a source of revenue, where government is using the undertaking as a source of revenue income for the government. Example, Indian Railways. Indian Railways is the major source of revenue for the government, and it is an example of departmental undertakings. Where economic control is essential, example, public distribution system. Some of the activities are very essential for the welfare of the public, such as ration shops, and for controlling such type of activities, departmental undertakings are suitable. So here, these are the areas where departmental undertakings are suitable. Now, I will discuss with you all what are the features of departmental undertaking. So, first feature is departmental undertakings are financed directly from the government treasury. Money is invested in the departmental undertaking directly from the government treasury, and whatever revenues are generated by departmental undertakings are also paid in the government treasury. Second is accounting and auditing of departmental undertaking activities are necessary. There is compulsory accounting and auditing of the activities of departmental undertaking. Next is recruitment, appointment and conditions of the services of permanent staff is similar to other government employees. In short, I want to say that employees who are working in departmental undertaking are considered as government employees. Next is departmental undertaking are generally considered as subdivision of government. Departmental undertakings are sub-part of the government and subject to direct control of ministry. For every departmental undertaking, a ministry is appointed by the government, and every departmental undertaking has to work under the concerned ministry. Like for railway, there is railway ministry. For defense activities, there is defense ministry. In this way, these undertakings work under the management of ministry, and ministry controls such undertakings. Next is, undertakings are fully accountable to concerned ministry since they are managed by the ministry. As these undertakings are managed by the ministry, so these undertakings are also accountable. Accountable means answerable for every activity to the ministry. Next feature is they are part of government only. Departmental undertakings are part of government only. There is no separate entity distinct from the government. It means departmental undertakings are not different from the government. They are the part of government only. Next is the undertakings can be sued in the same way as one can file a case against the government. As cases can be filed against the government, in the same way cases can be filed against departmental undertakings. So students, these are the features of departmental undertakings which will clear you the picture of departmental undertaking, that in actuality what are departmental undertaking and what type of activities are performed by them. So students, I hope that today's topic is clear to all. In which situations departmental undertaking are suitable, their examples as well as features. Even then, if you have any doubt, you can discuss with me right now. Okay students, thank you.